Hey guys, Gulber here. Today we will be talking about the rarest creatures in all of Glagworld. Also yes, there is a difference between creatures and Glaggles. Read a book for peripheral Glag's sake. Anyway, onto the video. First off is the Enfosi, which by itself isn't that rare, but there are very rare variants of it. Enfosies listed as very rare include Cheerers, Goobers, Baymelas, Merplex, and Paleoglags, which are extinct, but I will explain that later. Enfosi look like dark, goopy versions of a Glaggle they once were. Their bodies are almost black, with glowing, twisted faces that still faintly resemble what they used to be. Their skin looks like it is melting, soft and sticky like slime. This happens when the Enfosion goo takes control, spreading through their bodies and changing their shape until they are barely recognizable. Enfosi can't copy the kind of Glaggle they used to be, but their disguises always seem off. Their faces wear frozen, empty smiles, and their skin shines like plastic under the light. Even though their appearance feels wrong and uncanny, they can still blend into crowds without drawing too much attention. Next up is the Paleoglag, the oldest known relative to the modern-day Glaggle, that is now unfortunately extinct. Their intelligence is close to that of modern Glaggles, though slightly less developed in comparison. Some left behind strange records, carvings in old clay tablets buried deep underground, telling stories of powerful beings and forgotten gods. These ancient depictions showed scenes of worship and creation, speaking of deities such as the peripheral Glag, Enfoso, and others whose names still linger or have long since been lost to time. According to uncovered artifacts and various sources, Paleoglags appeared as cracked, ceramic-like versions of Glaggles, their bodies lined with small but sharp thorns jutting from their heads like a natural defense against predators. Though their outer shell looked and felt like hardened clay or stone, their inner bodies were made of soft, fragile tissue. The tougher outer layer was probably formed from keratin, serving as a protective shell to guard the delicate flesh beneath. Researchers later discovered preserved remains of Paleoglag limbs encased in amber near a sealed cave on Mount Floorborp, believed to be the remains of Paleoglags trapped and crushed when the cave collapsed. Inside their abdomens was a chemical known as luciferin, suggesting they possessed organs that glowed when exposed to oxygen, due to the reaction with luciferase. This implies they could create light in darkness, illuminating their surroundings when needed. Their bioluminescent glow was said to shimmer like distant stars, with the light escaping through small openings across their bodies, especially through their mouths, which, when opened wide, cast scattered, star-like patterns across the dark. Last but not least is Enfosions. They are Enfosions that have decided to go against Enfoso. This leads to some troubles, as even though they are against Enfoso, some Glags still believe them to be evil. They tend to be shy and reserved, often choosing to live far from other Glaggle groups in calm, quiet regions, most notably in their homeland, Enfosia, or in tranquil places like Gazoland and even the subdued town of Frowndown. Despite their gentle nature, men Enfosions serve proudly in the militaries of nations such as Gazoland and Glaggoland, where they are renowned for their discipline and loyalty. Like Enfosions, they follow a deity, but their devotion takes a different form. Instead of worshipping Enfoso as an almighty god, Enfosions view her as a guardian or a compassionate figure, someone to respect and trust rather than to fear or serve blindly. Enfosions can be born as they are or transformed through the direct influence of Enfoso herself, forever marked by her guiding light.